We're bringing you this very special broadcast from Bhopal, from outside the BJP party office, where today we will finally find out, after 8 days of the results being declared, as to who will be Mukhyamantri. Kaun banega Mukhyamantri? Hectic parleys have been underway since the central observers, the three central observers, landed in Bhopal a little earlier this afternoon. Manohar Lal Khattar, Haryana Chief Minister, BJP OBC Morcha President K. Lakshman and BJP National Secretary Asha Lakra were received at the airport by V.D. Sharma, State BJP Chief, and immediately afterwards they reached Caretaker Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan's residence, where they sat down with him. We still don't know what transpired in that meeting. Was it just a courtesy call, a protocol call, where they tried to tell him that he's no longer in the race and tried to placate him as well? But now all of them are here right behind me at the BJP headquarters, where a meeting of the top BJP leaders, including all of these central observers, the three central observers, V.D. Sharma, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, as well as others, including Prahlad Patel and Narendra Singh Tomar, took place, and a lunch meeting also took place with all the legislators, the 163 newly elected MLAs of the Bharatiya Janata Party who've arrived over here at the BJP office. Shortly, of course, in about an hour and a half from now, that legislative party meeting of the BJP will officially begin. Heminder Sharma, my colleague, is joining me live from Bhopal, from outside the BJP office as well. Heminder, it is quite tantalizing. The air is filled with suspense over here outside the BJP office. Many names are being thrown around in terms of who could be probables in that race. But if I had to ask you to pick three, possibly top three, would you be able to do that?
Well, the suspense would be over within the next hour and a half, as you said. The legislature party meeting would start at 4 o'clock, and it is anticipated and expected that within 15 to 20, 30 minutes, the name would come out. But what I want to tell you is that earlier during the day, when the three observers came to Bhopal, they went straight to the Chief Minister's office. And according to top sources in the Chief Minister's office and house, the body language of the Chief Minister didn't speak very well of him. It appeared that he was visibly down. So Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan might not be the next Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. This is still speculation, because the ultimate stamp would be put in the legislature party meet at 4:30. But from the body language, the way he was, he looked visibly down. So that's one thing that I want to tell you. Other than this, caste combinations are being worked out. People are talking about caste combinations because the opposition Congress party is also pitching for caste census, OBC reservation, caste-based reservation. So replacing one OBC, if Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, there is a big if, but if he is replaced, he's a very tall leader from the OBC community. Who's going to replace him? Can it be another OBC? And if yes, another OBC doing the rounds, the name of another OBC doing the rounds is that of Prahlad Patel, again a tall leader from the OBC community, has been a minister in the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cabinet. But only thing that is being talked against him, people generally reflecting on that, is that he was a minister of state with independent charge previously, but something transpired in between, and then he was made a junior minister reporting to a senior minister. So that was seen as a demotion of sorts. So someone who was demoted somewhere around a year and a half back, or maybe just a year back, how could he be promoted to the post of the chief minister? This is a very responsible position. So that is Prahlad Patel. But then there are a few dark horses. I mean, V.D. Sharma is there. V.D. Sharma, the man from the organization, he's being credited for bringing about that enthusiasm within the cadres that led to this massive victory. Of course, the Prime Minister's face was there, but the cadres on the streets were working. The Panna Pramukhs and Ardh Panna Pramukhs. Yes, Pallavi.
Right. Heminder, just stay on with us. So the suspense as far as who will be the chief ministers in the two states of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh continue. These are the two Hindi heartland states that the BJP won with a thumping majority, but are yet to pick chief ministers for. Today, of course, that decision for Madhya Pradesh is expected to come possibly tomorrow for the state of Rajasthan. So at 4 p.m. this evening, that meeting of the BJP legislative party will begin. You can see the BJP office right behind me, all decked up. All the legislators are inside. They've They've enjoyed a lunch as well with the central observers and the top brass of the Bharatiya Janata Party, but now it's down to the brass tacks to pick the leader of the legislative party who will then become the chief minister designate of Madhya Pradesh. The BJP has sent out certain indications by picking tribal leader Vishnu Dev Sai to lead the state of Chhattisgarh. So could it be someone who could be a dark horse but could in a way fit the caste composition itself, which is dominant in the state? In the state, of course, it is OBC. So various factors, sources reveal, that come into play as far as the BJP's pick are to be concerned. That includes acceptability, the candidate's acceptability, the caste composition, and also an eye on the Lok Sabha elections of 2024. That's what the Bharatiya Janata Party has. Less than 6 months to go before general elections 2024, and the BJP wants to sweep all 29 Lok Sabha seats for the state of Madhya Pradesh. Heminder continues to be live with us, but before that, listen in to what BJP leaders have been saying ahead of this very crucial meeting.
नहीं, आज शाम में विधायक दल के बैठक होना, विधायकों से आज चर्चा करेंगे। बाद में हमारे आज मनोहर लाल खट्टर जी के नेतृत्व में जो कमेटी 3 सदस्य का कमेटी है, तो पूछताछ करेंगे। बाद में हमारे आलाकमान उसके ऊपर निर्णय लेगा।
ऑब्जर्वर आ रहे हैं हमारे मनोहर लाल खट्टर जी, आशा लकड़ा जी, के लक्ष्मण जी, तीनों अभी पहुंचेंगे। नवनिर्वाचित विधायक दल की बैठक है, आज नए नेता का चयन होगा।
So you heard from the central observers over there, Manohar Lal Khattar, K. Lakshman and Asha Lakra, who have in fact arrived in Bhopal earlier this afternoon to convene that legislative party meeting. Heminder continues to be with us. Heminder, the central observers have been sent to elect a leader of the legislative party, but if the BJP and its workings are anything to go by, the BJP and its top brass already know who's going to be the next chief minister of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, we're seeing some sloganeering. I'll ask my Heminder, just stay on with us. Let's try and see what's the sloganeering happening about suddenly, because, you know, there are many leaders that seem to come in with their supporters over here who try to throw their weight around as well. Madan will join us right now. Heminder, I'll just come to you before we pick up on these pictures that are coming in right now. So as you can see, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, some support for him. Madan, if I could just ask you to pan to those banners and posters. Aayenge to Shivraj hi, aayenge to Shivraj hi. There is a little show of strength that seems to be happening over here right outside the BJP office. While inside, of course, you can see the legislative party meeting, which is yet to begin an hour and a half from now. And some supporters over here holding up banners saying, Aayenge to Shivraj hi. Heminder continues to be live with us. Heminder, what are we to make of this? Is Shivraj Singh Chauhan out of the race and hence his supporters are here to throw in some support for him outside the meeting venue?
Well, there is some support. He is a popular leader of Madhya Pradesh, no doubt about that. But this sloganeering that is happening right in front of us, it appears more orchestrated than coming on its own. So probably they have been egged by someone to do this sloganeering, and probably also looking at the cameras, these things do happen. But yes, Shivraj Singh Chauhan is a tall leader of Madhya Pradesh, also from our OBC community. He was, he in fact is the longest serving chief minister of Madhya Pradesh till date. No one has been the chief minister of Madhya Pradesh for 16.5 years before him. So if anyone has to break his record, he has to be the chief minister of the state for 16.5 long years. But having said that, today is a different story in Madhya Pradesh. The observers have come. They are inside the party office. The meeting is going to start at 4 o'clock. They already have the message, the mandate from the party's top leadership. Who's going to be the next chief minister of the state would be revealed soon. So this is last minute sloganeering happening, not likely to have any impact on what is going to happen inside. Inside, the name that has come from the party high command is going to be revealed. A consensus is to be obtained on that name, and thereafter it's going to be told to the entire world. Who's going to be the next chief minister is still the question, but the answer is there with the observers and the party high command. It is yet to be revealed. But outside, as we say, it's just Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan's slogans that were raised. Aayenge to Shivraj hi. Before this, no other sloganeering has happened. No leader has or in fact, every leader who's a potential Chief Minister candidate has asked, I can tell it to you for sure, to have asked their supporters not to do any such thing, not to talk to the media, not to reveal their candidature, not to indulge in sloganeering and things like that. So this is something unusual, probably orchestrated also, I suspect.
Okay, so does this mean, Heminder, that Shivraj Singh Chauhan is being a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more belligerent, possibly sensing that he's going to be edged out, he's being sidelined after being in power, being the chief minister of the state for close to about 16 and a half years? This is not what he'd expected, to be booted out after a landslide victory.
Well, Chief Minister, he is the longest serving Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, no doubt about that. He's a tall leader, no doubt about that as well. But we must remember, when the Bharatiya Janata Party went into elections, they decided, a conscious decision was made that he's not going to be the face of the campaign. The campaign was on the face of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. MP ke man mein Modi, Modi ke man mein MP was the slogan. They decided deliberately, consciously to keep Shivraj Singh Chauhan out of it. They didn't make him the sole face of the Jan Ashirwad Yatras as well. It was a collective leadership that was present. And the top leadership of the BJP members of parliament were made to contest. Shivraj was also made to contest, though he had to, in fact, in the middle of the campaign, go to his constituency in Seor and ask his people. That was sort of pressure building, saying that should I contest elections from Budni? Should I contest elections at all? These are the questions that were raised in public meetings, and thereafter his ticket was declared in the fourth list by the BJP. And after the landslide victory, all of a sudden it was being said that this has happened because of the Ladli Behnas. Of course, they have played a role, but if you look at the figures, men have also overwhelmingly voted for the BJP. So, Kailash Vijaywargiya was the first leader who red flagged this claim for seeking credit for the Ladli Behna, and then thereafter things happened, which moved to Delhi. People started canvassing for themselves. And Shivraj Singh Chauhan, while staying in Delhi,
Okay, so there are
in
voices
Bhopal,
from within the BJP that said that basically you cannot credit only the Ladli Behna Yojana. So there are voices within the BJP, Kailash Vijaywargiya being one of those prominent voices that saying Ladli Behna cannot be the only factor that in fact ensured this massive victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party, 163 out of 230 in the Madhya Pradesh Legislative Assembly. Heminder, stay on with us. My colleague Sneha Mordani is also joining us right now. Sneha will take us through what are the factors that the BJP top brass BJP top brass is basically keeping in mind as it chooses the next Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Sneha, over to you.
That's right, Paulami. In fact, it isn't an easy decision. Far from it, given that it's been a week, more than a week after that resounding victory for the party, for the Bharatiya Janata Party in the state of Madhya Pradesh, but they still have not really been able to take a call on who will be heading the government in Madhya Pradesh. So how will the BJP going to be eventually be deciding on this? What are the factors here? Number one, and most important for the state of Madhya Pradesh, is the caste composition, the caste factor here. The OBC factor mostly is something that the BJP looks like is going to be keeping in mind before taking a call on Madhya Pradesh. Also, factor number two is broader acceptability of the CM face. Essentially, somebody who is popular, enjoys, in fact, the support of his MLAs is something that the BJP would be looking at to keep its own house in order. Also, factor number three, that the Lok Sabha elections not too far away. Madhya Pradesh is a huge state, and any decision that's going to be taken in Madhya Pradesh will in fact essentially have a repercussion or a ripple effect in terms of what the party plans for in the state of Madhya Pradesh in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Development credentials. The person should be somebody who in fact has some amount of experience and in terms of is in sync with the Prime Minister's and the BJP's overall mantra of Vikas. This is something, these are the factors essentially that the party would be keeping in mind.
Right. Sneha, thank you so much for taking us through some of those factors that the BJP will, of course, keep in mind as it selects its new chief minister for the state of Madhya Pradesh. Iminder continues to be live with us. We're slipping into a very short break. Stay tuned. News and updates will continue on the other side, especially our rolling coverage of Kaun Banega Mukhyamantri from Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal.